Okay, this glute lifter is going to start on the side of the rebounder, and I'm going to be bending over and having my front leg up on the rebounder and on a lunge position, and I'm going to be sitting back as far as I can for a count of 30. For a count of 30. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to be doing half circles. You can kind of tell by looking, and I'm going one way and then the other, back and forth. Okay, now we're going to sit back and then lift our leg up. Sit back and lift our leg up. We're working our back leg. We're working our back glute. And every time you lunge to the back with the front leg, and then you bring your foot up, your leg up, you're stretching out your glute of the back leg. That's the leg that we're working on. We're strengthening it and we're stretching it. That's the key. Now we're going to stretch back and bring the leg up, back leg up, and do a little curtsy lunge to the back. So I'm going to come back down. I'm going to sit back, bring that back leg up, do a curtsy lunge, and then come back down. I don't do many of these. I think I do 10. But that's working your whole body right here. It's working your core and your upper body. So that's the added bonus. Now we're going to repeat that segment again, but we're having our toe pointed upward, so the focus is on your heel, and you're going to work even deeper in that area, in the glute area. So we're lunging back for 5. Now we're going to do the half circles, and you just circle. You can see my upper body. It looks like I'm pulsing, and I have my foot flexed and pointed up, but I'm doing a half circle, so I'm really working my whole glute area here, back and then forth. Okay, now we're going to lift our front leg up again, and every time I come back, I'm coming back onto my heel, and I'm pointing my toe and flexing my toe upward. Now we're going to sit back, same thing, bring our foot behind, and now I have my foot flexed, and I'm doing a curtsy lunge to the back. So I come back and then do the curtsy lunge. Make sure that you have your heel and you point your toe or flex it up. Flex it up. Now I'm just stretching back. I'm stretching out even deeper into that glute area and your hamstrings, and I have my toe flexed and pointed up. That's going to give the added stretch, the added strengthening. It's always important to have your muscles stretched out after you work them this hard. Some people think body weight really doesn't do much for your muscles, but it really does. Body weight does a lot for your muscles. It can really, really strengthen them. So now I'm going to be working on the other side. I'm just staying on the same side of the rebounder, but I'm going to put my back leg onto the rebounder, and we're going to start and do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to start by sitting back. Sit back as far as you can, and you're going to notice that sometimes You can sit back farther on one leg than the other. I still have that from my total hip replacement. It'll be a year on Thursday that I had my hip replaced. And there's still sometimes I struggle, and that's the leg that's got my surge on it. And I'm getting much stronger with it. So just keep working at it. Okay, now we're doing the half circles. You can tell a little bit more on this leg than the other leg. I'm just circling from one side to the other. Now we're going to bring our leg up and we're going to come forward. And you notice when I come forward, it is really stretching out. You know, it's like when you stretch out and you bend down and you touch your toes, but you're stretching back and you're coming up and you're really stretching out the whole back of your leg there. I want to add that you're working your quadricep on the back leg right now too, and your hamstring when you kick it up. So now we're going to sit back, bring the leg up, and do a curtsy lunge and bring it back down. This is where I struggle a little bit. I notice with my surgical leg of getting it back up and coming over. But I'm a go-getter, and I keep at it and keep at it and keep at it until I can do it. There's nothing that I can't do because I had my hip replaced. Oh, except the doctor said, see, I had to move my leg forward. That's how it is for me. Now we're doing it the same thing, but we're having the foot flexed. The surgeon did tell me that I can't do back flips, so that's not a biggie for me. I never really did back flips, so it's all good. adjusted my foot. Now we're going to do the half circles with our foot flex, emphasizing on the heel. Emphasizing on the heel. This will really build up your hamstrings too. You'll have a strong hamstring, you'll have a strong glute. Most of the time our quadriceps are strong, but our hamstrings tend to be a little bit weaker. It's just like our abdominal muscles tend to be a little bit stronger and our back muscles a little bit more weaker. So we need to really work on those areas to balance it out. Now we're going to sit back and then bring the leg up, like we did on the other side, and we have our foot flexed and on the heel. Now we're going to sit back and bring our front leg over into the curtsy lunge. Bring it back and make sure you have your foot flexed and you're focusing on having the heel into the ground and to the floor as you sit back. Down and then stretch out our hamstring and our glute area. I give a guarantee if you do these workouts, even this 20-minute one, 3 times a week, you will see huge results in your glutes. And rounding them out and lifting them up. Tightening your glutes, it does it all. Stretching and strengthening. Now we're just going to come up and we're just going to be stretching out. Stretching out, alternating, pushing our heels down into the mat. That's really stretching out the back of your legs and your calves. And it's working your upper body and your core. It just feels good. This is my feel good stretch after doing a good lower body workout.